Hi, I'm Colleen Stanley, President of Sales Leadership, and I'm here with Will Matthews, President of the Matthews Group. And Will and I were having some fun talking about an old movie, City Slickers. Now, do any of you remember that movie and that grizzly cowboy character that was helping a bunch of newbie cowboys? And he always talked about there's just one thing. So I asked my colleague, Will, you coach thousands of salespeople, sales executives every year. And what's the one thing you've seen as a critical success factor?
Great question, Colleen. I think that if it boils down to one thing, it's really being able to build and sustain rapport with whether you're a sales executive or a sales manager or on-the-street salesperson. You got to be able to build rapport with your team and with your clients.
Okay, and so how do you do this rapport building thing, get people to like you instantly, maybe not instantly?
Right, so rapport, exactly, it's the ability to connect very, very quickly with people and understand what makes them tick and what ticks them off, frankly.
Okay,
If you
good point.
get that knowledge, if you understand that knowledge ahead of time and kind of dial up your radar, if you will, to be looking for those clues that people are constantly giving you, then you have a bit of an edge. So in my experience, there are many, many different ways that shows up. One of the ways is recognizing buying patterns that people have.
Okay,
and,
important.
Yeah, along those lines, one of those is like, some people are very much about getting to the end of the task. They're focused on the completion, Colleen, right? Yeah, exactly. Me too. And a lot of salespeople are, right?
Okay.
It's like, let's get it done. So the way that works is other people are not wired like us. Unfortunately, otherwise the world would be very easy to operate within. Other people are really into the process. If you have somebody who's involved with the process, they love the process, they're going to ask for multiple proposals. They're going to ask for more and more detail, more and more information. If you push through and keep trying to push your pace and your approach to things on them, worst case is they're going to think you're untrustworthy and you're trying to hide something. What can you do about that? Really, at the end of the day, slow your pace down. Recognize that they're not going to move any faster than they're comfortable moving. So it's you that needs to adapt rather than try to get your client or prospect to adapt.
Darn. Great advice, and you're right. The only thing we can change is probably the person, our style, to the approach of the person we're calling on.
Exactly.
So, great tip today. There's your one thing coming from my colleague, Will Matthews, President of Matthews Group. Thanks, Will, for joining us.
Thanks, Colleen.